I have a few TV stations call me and radio stations. They go, will you please not show or play 3-year-olds putting money in G-strings of fat men wearing wigs, shaking their asses? And I go, okay, I'll quit for you. But you understand, this is being shown to children. Adults need to know what the hell's going on. And they go, okay, actually, you're right. But, well, people complain. I go, I know, they need to complain. They should complain about the children being effed with. God, not me showing you. You think I like seeing this crap? You think it doesn't piss me off? Let me tell you, I'm ready to kill people. I'm sick of this. Not literally. The point is, I'm getting sick of this crap.
That's one attitude. Another attitude is...
give all our kids to the child molesters, God damn it. Excuse me. You know, I'm not taking the Lord's name in vain. I want these people damned to hell. I'm literally praying God damn them to hell. That's not the Lord's name in vain. I mean that. I don't take God in vain. That we ought to have a prayer called the God damn it prayer. God damn them to hell, please. You think Charlton Heston in Planet of the Apes, when he realizes this is Earth and all his family died 10,000 years before and he's come back through a wormhole and everybody he knows is dead and he's saying, God damn them to hell, you bastards, you blew it all up. God damn you. He's not taking the Lord's name in vain. He's saying, God damn them. God damn them. God damn them. God fucking damn them. And then I'm going to get to Salon romanticizing pedophile masturbating over a 5-year-old girl. Leftist news outlet plays dreamy footage of child as pedophile discusses sick fantasy. These people are assaulting us. And, of course, his name is Todd. And, of course, he has a creeper beard and a creeper mullet. I'm not saying you're bad if your name's Todd, but so many of these type guys have the name Todd, and he just fits the bill. I don't know why, what mold they come out of, but I have 2 daughters. I have a son. It makes my stomach turn to look at him. And I came into that segment, and I got angry looking at that guy. And I'm telling you, we need to have the spirit of awakening and getting out of our trance now. Now is the time. Hear those war drums. Get me ready. The sleeping giant needs to awaken. Oh, now they just made him lean forward into the video. You guys make me have a heart attack. I'm talking about, I'm a pedophile, is what he says. And he just is the archetype creep out of nightmares that creeps. Oh, my God. And we're so weak. We're in such a trance now that the enemy has crawled up out of the sewer. Literal vampire pot-bellied goblins are hobbling around coming after us. This is all pedophile induction. Understand? And it's time to tell the left, you're not the left. You're monsters. And people they've bullied into supporting them, you're trash, you're parasites, you're scum. We don't go with anything you tell us anymore. Here's another one. Charlotte Observer. This is a mainstream newspaper. Girls must overcome discomfort, this is a quote, at seeing male genitals in the locker room. People think I'm joking when I get on air and read mainstream news where as girls as young now as the 6th grade are having boys put in the showers with them and vice versa. Man, when I was in 6th grade in sports, you know, up until 5th grade, you didn't take showers and stuff when you were in elementary. Then in 6th grade, you're in there and you go and take showers. And it's a little, you know, weird to, you know, be in there, but you get over it. But now it's little girls. Let's get to Todd Nickerson. Todd. I think it's the name Todd, but it's just, if I was central casting one of these guys, he would look just like this guy, and his name would be Todd Nickerson. Let's go ahead and go to Todd Nickerson.
And she was just standing there watching me. And I remember looking up and just seeing her and just going, wow, she's beautiful.
They are attracted to innocence and defiling it and destroying it. And they want to destroy the free will before the child is developed. And they psychically admit at the higher levels they are vampiring the essence and the innocence of the children off of them and away from them. I want to know who shot video of this little girl for his piece. They need to be investigated. Who shot video of this little girl that's in this video of your radio listener? There's a little, what looks like 2.5, 3-year-old girl dancing around while this guy drools over her and talks about her life force. By the way, I told you, see? Let's go back to it.
Fantasies actually revolve around little girls who are in some way more powerful than I am. Eventually my attraction became, overwhelming to the point I had to go relieve myself in the bathroom.
Hey,
that's when I
want to relieve myself with this guy. And it ain't that way. I tell you, it's a good feeling when somebody comes after you. They almost get you down. You get them down. You got broken fist. Still a very satisfying feeling. That's the kind of relief I want here. Good boy, I tell you. The people in the British government, our governments, it's come out, government ministers all over Europe caught with little kids in dungeons, dozens of them dead. All over the world, I mean, this comes out in criminology, but it's not really in the news. It's so horrible that they'll be in little cages and just the demons, the judges, the politicians, will go and just sit for 10 hours a day with the children just begging and pleading for food and just horrified and their ribs shrinking in. Their favorite thing is starving to death 4-year-olds begging for mommy. And then they call it using them up when they finally whimper, give up, roll over, and die. They then have sex with the dead bodies, thank Satan, like Jimmy Savile would do, and go out and grab your next child out of the back of your yard. Now, I'm sorry to have to talk like this, but you need to know who's coming for you and your family. And every instinct in me, I mean, I'll just be quite honest. I start focusing on the enemy, and I get extremely crazed, okay? So, I mean, it's just every instinct in me is just, rah, just let me into a room with 100 of these people. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And I just don't know where the spirit and the will is to crush the enemy out there. What have they done to us to put us into a trance to put up with this garbage? What have they done to us? What? We're turning into a bunch of self-centered, walking dead trash, and we're such zombies, we're such self-centered crap that we don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. And my very spirit is just absolutely ready at every level to we're under attack, people. Where is the animating contest of liberty? Where is the spirit lifted up against these people? All right, I'm sorry. I focus in on the evil. It really freaks me out, and I don't get like that a lot, but I know the enemy spirit. And I start talking about it, and it just gets to me because my spirit gets close to that evil, and I feel it, and my whole spirit just goes, ah, ah, ah. They call that crazy. That's not crazy. That's my will, my human spirit saying, crush those that would hurt the innocent. Go after the enemy. Build a civilization. Be honorable. Crush the snakes under your feet. Get behind me, Satan.
That's your people. Catholics trying to hide that information.
We're great at PR.
The last thing they want. I went to Catholic school, man, for a whole year. Cured me.
Well,
fixed me up good.
That's where you get your fine sense of right and wrong from. No, wait, let's not do that.
Well, with right and wrong as far as what is right and what is wrong.
You?
No, I got lucky. They beat me a little bit.
What do you mean you got lucky?
You
got unlucky. You didn't get that taste of... no, I said, just like I said earlier, if it weren't for Father Michael, I would have given far less good head. I mean,
there was a real Father Michael?
So much less... You know, he's going to get killed now, but...
Who is Father Michael?
I'm not... No, I bet...
There's a real dude? I shouldn't maybe suck his dick? For real?
Don't make me. I was quite enthusiastic about it. I fucked my English teacher too. But
how old was he at the time?
I don't know. He's quite young, quite hot.
Really?
Yeah.
And so that's where it all started? With Father Michael?
No.
Was that post the tranny?
Yeah, it was post. So I wasn't
drag
abused
queen?
as a child or anything like that.
So
it was quite a
you already had the fivesome, and you're like, "This is all wrong. I need to talk to Father Michael." He's like, "Suck my dick and shut the fuck up." And you're like, "Religion is awesome."
You see, I really had no hope, did I? I was never going to end well.
Well, it seems like you kept stumbling into dicks. I mean,
I just kept falling on them through life.
I don't know what would have happened if a heterosexual man like me,
30 years, I've just been falling on dicks,
was in the same circumstances as you early on. I mean, obviously things would have went very different. So I'm not sure if I buy the not born this way.
You'd go down great in a gay club.
Go down?
Well, I mean, you know, you'd
How
go down. You'd
dare
go down.
you?
We have. Is that a British
dare
expression? You go down well.
No,
I don't mean oral
pretty
sex.
Much. Yeah,
yeah. So go down well means you would you'd be popular. You'd
go
get
down
attention.
well would be like the way you would describe a meal or a drink.
Oh, like it goes down well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, we
like taking the piss.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get what the hell.
Right.
That
Like,
meant.
do you want a cup of my? Yeah. which again is another thing gay people seem disproportionately into.
They're into peeing on each other?
Well, there seems to be
It's all sin.
water sports.
It's all
Well, this
decadence.
is it. You
It's
see,
all against the
this
Lord.
is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People are only gay to be transgressive.
Why
They
don't you just
choose
pray
to
the
be
gay away,
gay to be
Milo?
naughty.
How come you're not praying the gay
They
away?
choose to be gay to be
It
naughty.
seems like you have all
and now
the
being
right
a
components
homosexual
in place
I know.
to pray the
I
gay
know.
away.
I just can't
Full belief
tear
and
myself
respect
away
for Christian
from the dick.
values.
Can't tear myself away
Come
from the dick.
on.
And I've tried.
Maybe as you get older
Maybe
and
I
your
should be
sex
celibate or
drive
something.
dries up a
I
little
always
bit.
think I would have made a good priest. Do you think I'd make a good priest? I think I'd make a good priest.
Well, you make a good priest if you think the guy that made you suck his dick was a good priest. That kind of good priest.
He was a great priest. Honestly, like he was the.
He was good other than that?
I've never had a better singing tutor. He was great.
Singing teacher.
He got notes out of me I didn't even know I could produce.
Well, he worked your plumbing.
Shattering the chandeliers, kind of.
But was he good outside of what he did? Like, was he a good religious scholar? Was he a good teacher?
I think he was just a parish priest. I mean, I
Just
really
a fucking creep getting his dick sucked then.
He's gonna get lynched now.
How's he going to get lynched? Do people know who he is?
I don't think so.
What's his name?
Well, I'm not saying anymore.
Well, how old were you at the time?
I'm not just.
You were a little kid and he was
Stop
like what?
it. You're trying to.
Was he in his 20s or 30s?
Yet another feminist strategy that you have adopted in addition to your language
What,
policing.
trying to out pedophiles?
No, trying to go on this.
You were the one
witch-
who was
this witch
anti-pedophile
hunt.
earlier.
I told you it wasn't the pedophilia. I was
Well,
after I lost
certainly
my
is.
virginity. I was
How
in
old
my
were you?
teens. I was in my teens.
14.
I was in my teens.
You said
Something
you were
like
14.
something like that.
That's what you
I
said.
was in
14
I
is
was in my
pedophilia, buddy.
teens.
I don't know how they rocket and
I was
merry
in-
old England.
I was in my teens.
Over
I mean,
here in my country, in
you're saying
fucking
you've
where
never,
you are right now,
you've never
America.
seen a 15-year-old girl at any point in your life, however old you were, you've never seen a 15-year-old girl you thought was hot.
Yeah, when I was 15.
No, when
Thought
you
they
were
were hot as
25. When you were 25.
I'm not retarded, dude.
When you were 25, when you were 30, you will have seen
No.
girls about 15 you thought were hot.
No,
Of
I thought
course
they were
you
little
did.
kids.
No, you didn't.
I thought,
Don't
damn,
talk
she's
bullshit.
gonna be hot, but I didn't want to fuck her.
Bullshit. Like
Not bullshit at all.
Look,
You can't tell me what I was born into.
I think if you're 14...
Born like this.
You were born this way. You were born a dreary nitpicker.
No, you're trying to make it so I'm a fucking creeper like you. No, I'm not into 14-year-olds. How dare you, sir? No.
I'm not into 14-year-olds.
Well, that
Don't
fucking
put this
guy
on
that
me.
you said's a great guy. He was into 14-year-olds.
Fantastic. It was
Yeah,
fantastic.
he's a terrible person.
No.
He certainly was.
I was a very mature 14-year-old.
Yeah. Well, in your case, he got it right. You got the right guy to molest.
It wasn't molestation.
That's absolutely
It
molestation.
wasn't molestation. It was perfectly consensual.
I don't think it is when they're 14.
When I was 14, trust me, I was the predator. I was the predator.
You
at
were the
14.
predator. You
I
were
was
chasing after the
I was
priest?
the
He was
instigator.
trying to stay
I
close to
was
God?
chasing everybody. I was aggressively seeking out sexual company of adults because I knew it would horrify people, because I wanted sort of power over them. It was my way of rebelling. My way of rebelling. I was the predator at 14, let me tell you.
Do you think that's what's going on with that guy who directed X-Men? Bunch of
Bryan Singer?
Yeah, a bunch of 14-year-old predators going after that poor man.
I'm not sure it's the case with him. No.
That's a guy.
You know, I
needs-
lived in Hollywood a while ago.
Did you?
Briefly. And,
Did you go to one of his parties?
I went to other people who I won't name of a similar stature in Hollywood. I went to their boat parties and to their house parties and things, and some of the things I have seen have beggared belief.
Yeah? Can you give us like a...
Well, just... I don't want to be indiscreet about specific people.
Right, you don't have to do that.
It's going
Just
to
dance
be,
around the facts.
Yeah, dangerous. But I can tell you the truth without dropping anyone in it.
Okay.
I mean, some of the boys there were very young. Very young.
And this is really recently?
I don't remember... No, like, I don't know, 8 years ago. I don't remember...
Statute of limitations.
I don't remember... whether I ever met Bryan Singer or whether I even knew who he was then. But I knew other people of similar stature, as I say, and there were some very young boys around at that time. There was a lot of drugs and a lot of...
Twinks.
A lot of twinks taking drugs and having unsafe sex with older men, and some of these boys were very young.
What did you think of...
And ladies and gentlemen, we are live. And we have Milo Yiannopoulos, best-selling author, firebrand, patriot in the studio.